I hear this complaint in my office all the time, especially with anyone who has a GI issue. Bloating is often part of that. So I'm going to talk about 3 tips that can help with bloating. This is not a simple topic. It's not a simple symptom because there's a lot of kind of more complex issues in our GI tract that can lead to bloating, but sometimes it can be more simple. So I'm going to kind of talk on the simple side. So if there's a digestion issue, some ways you can increase digestion and help decrease the bloating. If you're not digesting your food, it's just going to kind of sit there and make you feel bloated. So mindful eating is huge. So actually making sure you're in rest and digest and not fight or flight when you're eating helps you actually digest your food. So you don't want to be eating your food while you're on the go, or eating your food, shoving it down your throat while you're making it for your kids, or really stressed out working while eating your lunch at the same time. So dedicating your time to eating, and actually being in that kind of rest and digest, mellowed out state. Chewing your food enough, smelling your food before you eat it actually triggers digestion as well. And even just taking a couple deep breaths before you eat helps, again, lower your heart rate and get you into that rest and digest state before you eat. So that was number 1, mindful eating. Kind of encompasses a lot, but it seems so simple, but it is very, very important. Number 2 could be apple cider vinegars before meals. So apple cider vinegar shots or apple cider vinegar gummies, sometimes depending on the gummy. But apple cider vinegar can help with that acid production in your stomach, which can help then stimulate the rest of your digestive processes along the line of your gut. So apple cider vinegar before meals can be really helpful. And then number 3 would be avoiding some of our most inflammatory foods. So if you bring in really refined carbohydrates and breads and pastas and desserts, or a bunch of sugar, or inflammatory oils like canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, those oils, and of course foods that have preservatives and chemicals and dyes and things that are not supposed to be even in nature, let alone our bodies, all of those inflammatory foods are going to then trigger inflammation in your gut. Inflammation can lead to bloating. So digestion is a big piece, but then of course what we're bringing into our body, doesn't matter how well we digest, if it's inflammatory, it's going to cause an inflammatory reaction. And then number 4, if those tricks and things don't work, seek a functional medicine doctor who can get to the root of it. Bloating can be a really common sign of SIBO, which stands for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and that can lead to a lot of not only GI issues, but full body issues like hormone issues, brain fog, low energy, skin issues even, eczema and psoriasis and things like that too. So work with somebody who's going to get to the root of the bloating and can help you figure that out and then heal and do what you need to do naturally, whether it's finding out through a SIBO test or a stool test, or even just working with a doc on symptoms and supplements and things like that.